friends, welcome back. To lighten it up a bit, I thought that today we would talk about magic. Well, what I think is magic. First of all, what this is really about is the human brain. The human brain is so amazing, so I can't even come up with a word. That's how amazing it is. The human brain is so impressive that I don't think another word does it true justice than magic. Disclaimer, I'm not crazy. I do love magic. And yes, I am guilty of a minor obsession with Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings, and I absolutely love fantasy books that incorporate the spiritual world or the magical world and the physical world or even the scientific world. Like A Wrinkle in Time, that book is amazing. And there's a brain at the end of it. No spoilers, sorry. Okay, the brain is important in that book too, but the brain is magical. And for that reason, it is your time traveling vessel, your brain is. The mind is amazing. For instance, something that we'll probably talk more about on this channel at some point in time is NLP. I have had the pleasure to experience quite a few people that were involved in disciplines like NLP come through my life, some of which helped me immensely. And in fact, NLP is something that I would recommend to anybody that has any shift in perspective that they want to do. And once upon a time, I did have the pleasure of having a roommate who was an NLP practitioner for phobias. She had just had some basic trainings. She had worked hard to learn it, but she had a 100% success rate because this discipline, this tool, is so amazing, and more so probably because our minds are, if you know how to use them. Time travel is absolutely possible. And you might say, that's ridiculous, Rachel, but it's not. It's not ridiculous. And not only is it not ridiculous, but you can travel back in time and you can change the future and the present based on that time travel. And I know you're probably telling me, okay, this chick is crazy. Let me take my subscription back. And you've probably heard or read something about, maybe you haven't, if you haven't, you should read about it, how capable our mind is remembering teeny details, tons of information. We can store a massive amount of information in our brain. The problem is we can't always find out where we put all that information in our brain, and accessing it can be the tricky part. Actually, that's the trickiest part of it all. If you've ever downloaded something in your computer and didn't save it in the right place, how hard was it to find that file? Your brain is like a supercomputer. Because your brain stores so much information, basically any experience you've had in your entire life, you can go back to and re-experience. The present is heavily influenced by how the past affects us. How you think about yourself right now is heavily influenced by things that have happened to you in your past and things you've experienced or seen or learned. The trick is you can change your present by changing how the past affects you. You can use tools like NLP, there's even life integration therapy, and you can actually unhinge the power that the past has on your present. Amazing. When you time travel, you get to go back and look at what happened in the past, those memories that you have. You get to walk through those scenes. You get to dive into that pensieve. Yes, Harry Potter reference. A pensieve, when you're feeling pensive, J.K. Rowling, and you can actually look at the things that happened to you then with the perspective and the eyes you have now, which changes the memory quite a bit if you haven't gone back and revisited that memory since, I don't know, it happened, which was who knows how many years ago. We can go back, we can take the fantastic wisdom and life lessons that we've acquired since then. You can basically change the influence that memory has on you because you're going back and looking at it from a different perspective than you had before. The way that a memory has affected us, we kind of carry the energy of that effect throughout our entire lives. In fact, you could not remember a memory you've had in the past. You can't even remember the detail, blocking it out, but you might carry the pain or whatever emotion is attached to that memory with you your whole life and not even realize you're holding on to this thing that maybe you want, maybe you don't want. Now you can go back and change good memories or bad memories. You could probably turn up the good memories and what those taught you about yourself and turn down the bad memories. We have a ton of control over ourselves and our lives and who we see ourselves as just with our brain. Are you on board with it being magic yet? Say for instance you have this memory of being 3 and some older kid told you that you were dumb. And you want to go back as your grown self and correct that kid. You can actually go back into that memory. You can experience that memory as if you had told that kid off. You can look through the eyes of your past self and you can feel what you should have felt if you had known what you know now. You can feel the things that you wish you could have told yourself knowing what you know now, or somebody to tell you that kid doesn't know anything, or whatever it is, whatever kind of memory it is that you want to change. You can go into the past through your brain time traveling vessel, and you might be like, okay Rachel, so I'm going to go into some corner and close my eyes and think about the past and suddenly I'm gonna feel different. But how many times have you talked through something that happened to you at the end of your day with your friend, and once you just talked through it and gained some perspective on the event, you felt different about it? Perspective changes thoughts, and thoughts change behavior, and behaviors are what shift the society and the culture around us and how we interact with other people, which changes the world, which changes our lives. Amazing. I need a thesaurus. Look at it this way. Who you are right now, you don't have any less that you're capable of than anybody else around you. Your perspective of who you are can limit or empower what you become. So if we're feeling in this moment like we're somebody we don't want to be, why don't we stop and think about who it is that we would like to be like, and ask ourselves, what memories in my past either kept me from being that person, or what memories from my past could I have used if I had focused more to be the person that I want to be right now? We can be anyone we want to be. The only thing that's stopping us is making the change to become that. If you can find the incentive to stop a behavior or start a behavior, it's gonna happen. Anyway guys, thank you for clicking on this video. Thank you for visiting this channel again. If you like this video, please let me know. Click the like button. If you didn't, let me know in the comments if there's something you'd like to add. So let's talk about it. I'll try to respond to you as best as I can. And if you would like to see more videos like this, click the subscribe button below or at the end of this video. If you would like to say something about what I said, if you disagree or you do agree or you have something to add it to the comments. I would love to hear it. We can talk about it. But in the meantime, I hope you guys come back again soon and that we can talk more in the future.